Hey all, Marple here, coming at you with the third devlog. Third video devlog. But yeah, it's been a while since I've talked about the game or just really inserted myself into the Discord that much. So yeah, lots has been happening, and I just kind of wanted to share a couple things that has been happening for me, for the game, and some short-term and long-term stuff that I've been thinking about. So yeah, a lot of emotional processing for me. I did not expect the Steam release to do as well as it has. I mean, like when I launched it, I was like hoping I could, just extend. I'm a full-time dev, so I'm basically on burnout, and the money I'm getting from this project is the money that allows me to keep going. And I was hoping to just like get a couple months, but I got a little bit more than that, and that is incredibly exciting. So, thank you to everyone who purchased the game, and especially thank you to the patrons who have been here since I started this journey a year ago. Yeah, and to those signing up now. You guys are all amazing, and this is like so freaking exciting for me because I mean it's cool to get money and then be like, oh, I can just do what I've been doing for the last year. I can do that for another year or two now. But what's been coming through me is that like, how can I take this the money I've been getting from this project, and how can I use it to enhance myself and enhance the game? Because like I don't care about like coasting. I don't care about holding on to the money or anything like that. I just want like to make really cool shit. So like the fact that I have access to more resources, it's been a big calibration to me. I didn't think like this would happen. So like I've been thinking like, do I get myself an artist? Like, do I like really enhance the branding of the company and the game? Right now, like I just did all of like the Steam art that you see. Like I did that, and it's like okay, it's serviceable, but like I feel like it could be better. And these are like little things that just enhance the product, and like even the Steam, like the game itself, all the menus and stuff. I've done the menus. I bought the icons, so they're not mine. But like I can feel like I could enhance all of that if I like sunk some cash into it. Another thing that's been coming up was like maybe I pay someone to help me do a port of the game. I don't know. Like these are just like the thoughts that are stirring in my head, and they're very fun, and they weren't here at all a month ago when I was like like at the end of my burnout basically. And yeah, so this is like been very exciting to me because I've dreamed as a kid. I've dreamed of having a game company and making games. So it's kind of amazing that this is like just becoming a reality, like, and way faster than I thought it was. I'd love to like make more games. Like Orb of Creation to me is just the start. I've got ideas for a roguelite that I've been holding on to for a while. I've even worked on it, but like making a roguelite's way harder than making an incremental game, so yeah, I had to pause that project. But like these things are like way more accessible to me. So yeah, there's just been a ton of like calibration to these new ideas that are arising for me. So that's been a big part of my process here. And yeah, that's fun. In terms of the game, I honestly, I've taken like a long break from it because I need, it feels really good to just come at it with fresh eyes after a while. I think this version is like really strong, and I hit a lot of really good notes. It still has a lot of problems in it. not a lot, but like enough problems that I want to keep polishing it. So some things that are arising that I've been looking at is research. I do like this version of research quite a bit. It has some drawbacks that I don't appreciate. One is that development points are way too important, and I like it makes me sad when I watch people play my game and they're like not using their development points. I'm like, oh, the value you're losing. And like those kind of elements are okay in the game. It's just that they're too important. Like research is such a like important mechanic, and you like it significantly determines how far you can get into the game is how much and how efficient you are at spending your development points. And I don't want it to really be around that. Like I want Orb of Creation to be like that casual experience where you can be more efficient. And that actually segues into the other part is that it doesn't feel like you can really be more efficient in it. As a mechanic, it's not like you can invest into it. It's just kind of happening. And it works, but it's not quite perfect either. I want the whole like point of the mechanic to me was to create this sort of branching path for the player where it's like, oh, now I can start like choosing how I want to play the game. And I think it achieves that pretty good, but the sacrifices it makes to get there aren't quite ideal. So I've been like thinking about maybe changing how researching works, removing the idea of development points perhaps, and just like having it be something you turn on and then you can just leave on and forget about. That might like be how I approach this. I've been thinking about like really abstracting out the expert researches and having them as sort of like RPG stats. So like somehow you gain stat points and then you distribute them into your experts. So then it's not like it's really hard to get expert storm 5. You could literally just dump all of your points into expert storm and like have really strong storm spells, but like neglect everything else. Like I love the idea of that being a possibility for, for speedrunning, optimization, all the fun things. So yeah, I would love some sort of RPG like esque system to it, but I don't know how the points would be gained yet, and I'm kind of just playing around with that. Yeah, so that was one thing I was really looking at, and another thing I'm looking at is the Artificer artifacts. I really like how they're kind of like a supplementary system in the current game. But the like nice thing about leveling up is that there felt like there was more of a mini game to artifacts where there isn't right now. Artifacts are just like totally like a passive thing that you sometimes you just completely forget about, and then you come back to it like 3 hours later and you're like, oh, I have unlocked cloaks, oh, I unlocked like weapons, oh, I unlocked it's like way out of the way and not something that you can't like want to keep going back to. So I've also been thinking about how I can change artifacts and yeah, making it more interesting. Like maybe you have to craft them, maybe you can upgrade them somehow. I don't want them to be like too much of a power scaling because the way they act as multipliers right now are really cool. I think that's strong, and it's like I don't want them to return back to +% modifiers. So yeah, I'm just been thinking about that. Maybe moving it to more of like a Hollow Knight equipment system where you have notches and then you can just each equipment has like weight to it, so then like unlocking new equipment is more interesting. Also been thinking about like some sort of exploration mechanic with space, so that like discovery is not something that happens like automatically. Yeah, just my mind going off on some stuff there. But yeah, that's really been it for me. I'm excited to start like really diving deep in this project. There's a chance that things are going to be coming faster than I originally anticipated. And yeah, thank you again to all of you that supported the game, that could support the game. And just, I love watching all of you talk in the chat, and it's great fun. So yeah, thank you. And you all have yourself a wonderful weekend. Bye.